Hello, I'm Angus Wilson and I'd like to welcome you to my studio and take a few minutes to introduce you to some of my new paintings that are with Jones and Terwilliger Galleries, who are in Carmel and Palm Desert in California. As an artist it can be a little hard to talk about your own work, and I think as a still life painter that's especially true. There's only so much I can say about how I feel about some blue irises or a juicy slice of watermelon. However, I do probably have a lot to say about what motivates me as an artist and how I approach each painting. I'd say at first glance my work is very approachable, with traditional flower arrangements, beautiful colours, dramatic colours, and they're supposed to look that way. I want people to be engaged by them and drawn in. These are not paintings to be hung on a wall and forgotten about, I want people to look at them and to really enjoy them. But that approachability is also deceptive. I think when you stop and you really study them, you realize that there's something subtle going on there. Perhaps there's a little more happening inside the painting than you first realized. And for example, each painting is really painted almost 3 times, which is a time-consuming process, and there's an immense amount of thought, planning, design that goes into each and every painting. And I think that quality sort of shows within the work. And hopefully you can also see that I'm truly passionate about colour. Many times it's colour that drives and influences the painting itself. For example, early on in the composition stages of the painting titled Lily Arrangements with Ocean Tones, I think before I even started painting that, I knew the title of that work, and I knew that I wanted to use the colours of the ocean in that background drape to sort of inspire the whole painting. And it's those blue swirls in the background that lead us down into the flowers and across the table arrangements that just, I think, make it so interesting as a painting. And as an artist, I think it's my job to present the unexpected. I've always been passionate about trying to create paintings that surprise the viewer's expectations. If I asked you to close your eyes and imagine a still life or even a landscape painting, I don't imagine you'd picture my works. Well, not unless you had great taste. But to my point, that's incredibly important to me. I want to produce something that's singularly unique. It's instantly recognizable as my own, as an Angus painting, but it's completely different from everyone else and what's normally produced. And in that vein, I believe as artists, you should always be growing and evolving. In recent years, I've been trying to experiment with backgrounds within the still life arrangements. I've been exploring how I can adjust the colors and those background elements, creating more sort of abstract shapes and different blocks of color that interact and complement with the foreground table arrangements. And that's an element that for me is always sort of developing and growing and changing as I go. And this can be seen in a number of my paintings, including rose and watermelons on red. I mean, that's a great example. The framing of those colors in the background pushing us towards the central bouquet and down into the table arrangement. There's so much, color and drama in that painting, and as our eye is sort of drawn around it, it's very engineered where our eye should go within that framework. And sometimes it's a particularly small element in a painting that excites me. So when I began the painting Japanese Vase with lemons on red, I was really looking forward to painting that old friend, the ginger jar. He's been in, over the years I've had it for a long time, and it's been in a number of my paintings, and I was looking forward to painting that. But as I progressed with the painting, the complexities of that flower bouquet kind of really got me excited, and it was those flowers that I think ultimately really make that painting special. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this small introduction to some of my paintings, and I encourage you to go to Jones and Terwilliger Galleries or check them out online and see what other works I didn't have a chance to talk about now. And you never know, maybe you'll find a painting in there that you can fall in love with or be passionate about, just like I am.